Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Imani Jackson, and thank you for being here. So, um, I've been seeing a lot of hype recently around rare beauty, and this is a new makeup line, I guess, by Selena Gomez, and I was pretty interested in it just because the marketing had seemed to be makeup that was lightweight, your skin but better, and that's kind of what I'm looking for nowadays. I had a phase, where I was into the more full coverage, contour, cut crease, glitter everywhere makeup, and now I'm just kind of into more my skin, letting my skin show through as much as I can, or just not even wearing makeup at all. So I was pretty interested in this line. I've seen a lot of reviews on this already, and I wanted to try it for myself. It seems like something that's right up my alley, so I had to hop to my nearest Sephora and pick it up. I guess now before I get into the products, I'm just going to go ahead and prep my skin like I normally would. So before I started, I did a mask. And this is my favorite exfoliator. I just leave it on my face. I apply it to the face smoothly, and then as I'm washing it off, I kind of gently rub it in. For me, I work at UPS. It's very hot, it's very sweaty, dusty, dirty, and I just feel like I can feel the dirt left on my face and my hands and my body after work, and I just want to scrub it all away, so I use this a lot, and I feel like it just kind of gives me a boost of energy. It refreshes me, makes my skin really smooth, makes me feel good, so I do not miss that step ever. My face is already pretty moisturized. I didn't even really moisturize it, so that's good, but I'm going to go ahead and go in with a moisturizer. Now I know for this Rare Beauty line that she came up with her own primer, but I didn't buy the primer simply because it's supposed to be a luminous primer, and I'm already oily, I'm already luminous, I don't need more of that, but the product does seem interesting, especially on its own, but after watching other reviews, I feel like I would have had a little too much shine for my personal liking, so I just skipped that step. But I am going to go in with this moisturizer. And what I like about this, I left it in the fridge right before use, and it's like a spa treatment. It's just like cooling to the touch. It just relaxes me so much. So I really like leaving my moisturizers in the fridge. But the thing I like about this moisturizer is it seems like it moisturizes, but it doesn't leave me too dry or too oily or shiny. It's got like a perfect balance of what I need for my skin. Because I exfoliate a lot, so that's gonna add some dryness to the skin. It's gonna add, I use a lot of hot water on my face whenever I'm taking a shower or even washing my face sometimes, and I think we don't realize it, how much that dries our skin out, so we need that moisture replenish. And so that's for one why I put my moisturizer in the fridge, but also I don't want anything that's mattifying either. I think this is really good for oil control, but I've only been using this product for a few weeks, so far I'm enjoying it. I can be pretty heavy-handed with it and still, not feel like I've really applied too much. It doesn't leave that like wet feeling on the skin. See what I mean? Like, I've got a glow, but I'm not shiny really. I like this. Pick this up if you feel like you have the same kind of skin as me. You might like it. Now, I did try these out yesterday because when I picked them up, I was so excited. I was like, I have to try these. I've watched so many reviews. I can't go another day without trying. Like, I'm sorry. I fell for the hype. I fell for the trend. It is what it is. Selena, she got my coin. She got my hard-earned money. And to be honest, I wasn't that mad about it, you know? I definitely felt like I needed it working at UPS. They be getting on my nerves. I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. So, you know, being able to apply makeup and just feel luxurious again with very, you know, only a few products, I liked it. But I'm going to try it again today just to be sure that I like it. So the first thing I'm going to try is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer in the shade 500 Neutral. And I definitely feel like I have neutral undertones. I've got some red in my skin, but I'm not golden, you know? I'm not Jackie Aina. So, yeah, I feel like I'm pretty neutral, and sometimes it's hard to find that neutral shade for my skin type, for darker skin tones, because, you know, most of the time brands will come out with products that are really red or just too yellowish and warm, and it's like when it dries and oxidizes, it just doesn't match. It doesn't look right. So I have to use very little product in all the right places. So that's why I'm very interested in this brand, because if it's not the right shade, if I can't find what I like, you know, obviously I'm going to return it, but, you know, I've been more just mindful of how much product I apply, especially just simply for the fact that it's hard to find that undertone that I'm looking for. Again, so this says it's a moisturizing, buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into the skin for undetectable, cake-free coverage. And I only bought the concealer because, again, I'm going for that my skin but better, so I'm not gonna be applying foundation, concealer, powder, you know, contour, all that. I'm gonna keep my steps very simple. And so, plus, you know, I'm not rich out here. I didn't get these products for free. I bought these on my own, so I only need one of these products, and that's gonna be the concealer, because that's just what I've been doing nowadays, especially because my skin, it looks pretty good in my opinion. So I don't need that much, you know. I just need to conceal where I feel I want to conceal, and then the rest is pretty much fine. Now, on the inside of the box is this pretty, like, purplish red. Very sleek. I like it. This brand is also cruelty free and vegan. It says it right there in very small letters. It's very small, very sleek. Now, apparently this is supposed to be suitable for people who have arthritis and or lupus. So if you have a hard time opening products, this is going to be very easy for you. I actually found that to be quite true with the lip balm that I'm going to show later. It's nice. It's like a light pink, very light pink top with a nice little flat circle. To be able to twist the cap. You don't have to apply much effort to twist open the cap, or really to get the applicator out of the bottle. So that's nice. Now, let me see. You have this doe foot applicator, but it's kind of got a little slant in it, like a little flat part to it. So it's flat on both sides of its triangular shape. And then it's flat in the middle and it comes to a little tip. Alright. The concealer's not runny. I've read reviews where the foundation is really runny, but the concealer is not. So yeah, I didn't have the problem of it spilling on me or really being messy. And I'm just going to apply this in the places where I feel like I need the most coverage. And that's mainly where I have acne scarring, just from being a teenager, you know. You just kind of don't care. You just pick at your face. You know, it's like, ooh, I got a pimple here. I'm just going to pick at it. Me, I'm a picker. Some people, when they have zits or whatever, they're poppers. I'm a picker. I wait till it dries out and then I pick it. So that used to be me, which is why I have these dark marks here in the center of my face. So if you're a teenager watching this, or if you have teenagers, tell them not to do that. Just leave it alone, let it go away. Don't touch it. Don't touch it with your dirty fingers. You don't touch it either. If you're a parent or boyfriend, whatever, don't touch their face. It's not your face. Your hands are dirty. Don't touch it. I'm just gonna use my fingers with this makeup look. I'm not using any brushes. I'm using my fingers because that's what I've personally enjoyed doing. Now, as far as the shade goes, I was a little like, oh, I don't know if this is my shade, you know, because it's still kind of orange. But once I blended it out, I didn't mind so much. Like, I wasn't so picky about it. I think that's just the fact that I've had to deal with concealers like this before. And with COVID going on, it's like you can't test things out. You can't find your perfect shade. So if I don't like this, I could return it or exchange it. But I'm not mad at it, you know. Especially for the summertime, like once it gets warmer, this will probably be a shade that I'd like. So I'm not really mad at it. I'm not gonna complain. And I might buy another one if I really like it, you know? But I'm just tapping this into the skin. I'm bringing the product inward to the face. So I started kind of outward. I'm blending it inward. It's a little bit thicker probably than the foundation. Now I can't say that for sure because I didn't try the foundation, but I feel like it's a little bit thicker. So that's why it's easier to spread, you know, but also stay in place. I don't know if that makes sense. All right, I am gonna take a little bit more of that underneath the eyes and probably around my nose. So I am kind of like going with a second layer, but I'm applying this in different areas of the face. Blending this into the nose. I can tell you right now, the product isn't too runny again. It's like perfect, honestly. I don't want to say that because, you know, I've already watched a lot of other reviews that are really positive. But again, it's like it's malleable. I'm able to move it wherever I want it. It hasn't dried down like immediately, but it's not so runny to where I feel like if I don't work quickly, you know, it's gonna set, which I feel is good for a concealer. So Notice I didn't really apply any product down here because I don't feel like that's a problem area for me. Now you guys let me know, do you notice too much of a difference as far as my face and the color difference between my chest, my neck, and my face? You let me know, because it doesn't bother me too much, but if y'all notice, then you know, that might be something I have to work on. But for now, I'm pleased. Since I did apply that second layer, it definitely, you know, it looks like I've got makeup on, but it's very light, buildable for sure, and I feel like it's not underneath the eye. It just looks very smooth. Even as I'm blending with the finger, I don't feel like, you know, as I'm blending, because, you know, these are warm. Sometimes it leaves splotches on the face, but I didn't really experience that blending that out with my fingers. I'm not seeing really any patches on my face. You know, I don't feel like I have to go back and reapply concealer. It looks pretty good right now. Come on. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Thank you. So I have the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer in the shade Flaunt. It is described as a silky second skin liquid highlighter that creates a lasting lit from within glow. Now this product has mica in it. That's important to anyone. So the Positive Light Liquid Luminizer and the concealer are made in Italy, and I'll check on the other products. Again, here's the packaging. I was a little like, is this gonna be good for me? It kind of looked a little dark, but when I tried it, it was nice. So there's the shade on the bottom. Now this top is a little bit more fuller. It's not flat like the concealer, and it is a little bit bigger. The bottle's a little bit bigger. Now they're probably the same height. Let me see. No, very slightly. So yeah, you see the difference. This is flat and this is round all the way around. But yeah. So again, with this product, I have wiped off my finger as best as I can, and I'm gonna apply it to my hand. It's got this same doe foot applicator. It's kind of cute. This one's a little bit more curvier than the concealer. It's got a light scent. Hold on. It smells good. Very light but refreshing at the same time. I didn't smell the concealer. Let me smell it. Doesn't really smell appealing or anything. It doesn't smell repulsive either, so it's fine. I'm gonna take a little bit of that on the back of my hand. I feel like it's a little bit more golden, just a little bit, like it's got gold in there, but it's almost like a rosy gold. Like if I compared it to some rose gold jewelry I have, it kind of matches that pinkier undertone. Or this, that's what I feel like it matches. So it suits me because I definitely clearly like rose gold. Starting on here, that's kind of a lot of product, so I'm gonna take what's left on my finger and go to the other side. And gently pat this in and do little circles. Now I don't know if I'm trying to figure out which motion is good to apply this with. Maybe small circles for the fingers. I'm not sure. Let me figure it out. That's like the first layer of highlighter. It looks very pretty. I don't want to go too ham with highlighter because I have a tendency to do that. But I am going to apply what's left on my hand. I'm going to waste nothing. I'm going to apply some of that in the brow. Now this product, even just on my hand, dried down fairly quickly. So I feel like once you start picking it up and blending it, you need to blend it out. You need to blend it out quickly. Now what I'm noticing from this particular lighting, yesterday I didn't use this kind of natural light. I used my overhead light. So it kind of blurred the skin a little bit more. I noticed a little bit more, not glitter, I don't want to say that, but I did notice those kind of specks of light, you know what I mean? Now here in this kind of lighting, I'm not picking up any glittery texture in this particular lighting. But even applying it doesn't look chunky. It doesn't look like, you know, it's sitting on my face, you know. It doesn't look like the chunky glitter highlight that you pick up with a brush and you kind of have to really work it in to get it to be smooth. It looks pretty smooth already. I'm not getting any harsh lines anywhere. And it's very blendable even with my finger. So I do enjoy that. I'm gonna see what happens if I apply just a teeny bit more. Just a little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, I said just a little bit more. Girl, I'm scared. I'm not even gonna use the rest of this on my hand, and I put just a little bit. Oh my gosh, there's so much more left on my finger. Oh, I gotta wipe that off. I'm wiping it off before I blend this out. Cause that is disrespectful. Ooh, but it blends out so nicely. Ooh. Ooh, I like it, I like it. And I do like how it blends because it's, again, it's not sitting there. Like as soon as I apply it, it's not just a streak or a line of highlighter. It blends really well into the skin, into the concealer. And I'm not really having any problems with the concealer moving. Now I am getting concealer on my finger, and that's just because I'm warming up the product by blending it, but I'm not noticing really any patchiness underneath the highlighter. That I can tell in this lighting. Next thing I'm gonna go in with is the Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Blush in the shade Faith. A long-lasting liquid blush that blends and builds beautifully for a soft, healthy flesh. Now, I didn't really know what shade I wanted to go with for this collection, but my name, Imani, which is Swahili, the language, it means faith. And I feel like that is something that's a big part of me as a person, just identifying with my faith in Jesus Christ and my devotion to God, just, you know, in my daily life, my walk, even though I'm not perfect. So this really spoke to me, and that's kind of what I want to base my channel off. And that's what I dedicated my YouTube channel to, is my faith in God. So this stuck out to me, and I was really happy to purchase this shade. So here's Faith. Now this is made in Korea. It is 0.25 fluid ounces, and if I didn't say the other ones, the highlighter is 0.5 or 50 fluid ounces, so half of an ounce. And then the concealer is 0.25 fluid ounces. So these two, the concealer and the liquid blush, are the same fluid ounces. And they are in the same size bottle with the same flat top, but they are a little bit different. So clearly the blush is a little bit more chrome. It's like a soft goldish metal, but they're both in a plastic container and both see-through. So yeah, you can see that they all have the gold lettering. It's very sleek, it's very cute, and again, easy open top. Although this one wasn't that easy to open. This one, that one wasn't easy to open, I will say, compared to the concealer, which was a little bit more easier to open. That was slightly easy to open. This one, it was a little bit harder, just a little bit. So this shade is a little bit of a dark purple, which purple, I love purple. So I was like, okay, Faith, purple, this is for me. This I can roll with this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try it. And I'm gonna use this in two different ways. I'm gonna use this as a blush first, and I'm gonna use this as an eyeshadow for a complete face makeup look. Pulling that out, it's not that easy. Definitely has that pop, I guess, that you want. But if I had arthritis, you know, which I feel like UPS will eventually give me, you know, it's not that easy. But I will keep these around to see if, you know, if there's any changes. The concealer, I noticed the difference. That is so much easier to pop out. Let me try with the liquid blush. That's easy. That's really easy. I don't know what it is with this blush, but it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder to get out, I will say. No fault to Selena, I'm sure she did try. So that's very thoughtful of her. Now, of course, I had to match the headscarf to the blush if you didn't notice. But anyway. Now they say, people on YouTube, they say to use this product very lightly, but I I'm heavy-handed, so I'm gonna apply this a little bit heavier. But it is supposed to be matte, so it's not gonna be shimmery. It's kind of gonna add a nice balance to all the luminosity we got on our face. And again, I'm taking that same blending finger. I'm just gonna pat, 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 pat. Now I'm gonna start on the outside and work my way in. Now, one thing I did notice about this blush is that yesterday it definitely dried down matte fast. So when you're finished with this blush, it's like when you tap it, it's gonna feel matte, you know, unlike the rest of what you have on your face where it's still a little bit softer. It's set, but it's not mattifying set like this blush. This blush, you could actually move your finger around and be like, oh yeah, that's set, you know? So I'm just blending this into my highlighter. I'm not gonna be too perfect with this. Now, I feel like most people keep their blush out, you know, in the perimeter of their face. I have been liking the technique to bring it inward and kind of give me that, you know, like Janet Jackson kind of look. She got them pointy, high cheekbones. That's what I want. That's the look I want. So I'm gonna go for that. Look at that. It's even drying fast on my hand. So I'm gonna have to go and put more on my hand just to use this on the other side of my face and on my eyes. Now I'm gonna try to go a little bit softer on the blush as I blend closer to my eye, because yesterday I just went ham all over and it kind of looked a little crazy. So I'm gonna try my best to go a little lighter as I go in towards the nose. And I love this color. It's like perfect. I love a lot of pinks, and so purple is not too far from something else that I like. And I feel like I more so like purples than I do pinks in a way. Like I like darker, mauvier pinks for my skin tone, and so this purple was like pretty much exactly what I would want in a blush. As far as color goes. And as I'm reapplying more product to build, I want to, if I'm applying more product, I want to start at the outer portion of the face and go lighter with the product as I moved inward. Same thing I did with the concealer. I don't want to just put all that product directly in the spot where I want it, because, you know, it might not be a good idea. It blended in beautifully with the highlighter, by the way. I'm taking that across the nose. Sorry, I have a mirror down here, so I keep looking into the mirror instead of into the camera. Alright, you tell me what you think. I'm done talking about it. You tell me what you think. I'm not finished with this product. I am gonna go in with this product directly on my eye. I'm gonna do one eye at a time though. And I'm just gonna blend this out. And as it dries, I'm going to smoke it out. So I'm going to blend that into the crease. Now I'm honestly not sure if these products were marketed to be multi-use, but I feel like it's pretty good for me as an eyeshadow. Like, this is a look that I would wear somewhere. And I only have to use one product. So I don't have to go into like a palette, find this eyeshadow brush. I can just use my blush and use my fingers that I've been using the whole time. Now with the under eye, I'm going to take the product on my finger first and then blend it out. I don't want to apply too much pressure. I'm being very light-handed as I'm blending all over my face. Okay, I'm gonna go in with that second layer of blush on my eye just to intensify it. Just to intensify the tone. And of course I wash my hands before doing this entire look because, you know, I care about my skin. It doesn't look like anything harsh. Even in my crease, it's not like built up on the crease to where I feel like I have to go in with an eyeshadow brush. Everything's very smooth, very seamless. Alright, so the next product is the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Eyeliner. It's in the shade Black. It's an intense waterproof liner that delivers bold, even strokes with a calligraphy style brush. It's 0.03 fluid ounces. It says shake well. And it is also made in Korea. So when I first pulled this out of the container, I was actually pretty shocked. I was like, it looks like a pen. It's so cute. I love writing with pens. So I was pretty satisfied with seeing this kind of design. It just feels good, you know, like I actually want to write something with this. I love writing. Like, so this was just nice. It was nice. It was cute. Again, it's a very sleek, this light pinkish shade that are on the liquid blush, on the highlighter and the concealer. It's got the shade on the outside. Now, she doesn't have any other shades, but I assume if she does come out with other shades, that inner rim might match with those shades, so that'll be cute. It's got a gold top on it, light gold, very pretty. And it's even got a little indentation to where it looks like you're gonna write with a pen. Now, I will say, if this is marketed for people that are that have arthritis, this is a little bit harder to open even than the blush. So I'm definitely having to apply a lot more effort into opening this liquid blush, or this eyeliner. So if you do have those kind of symptoms, then you might want to steer away from this and find something that's a little bit easier to use, because it's a little sticky. And I mean, I get it, it's an eyeliner, so you really want this to be sealed. You don't want it to dry out. So I understand why it would be a little bit tighter. But if that is what it is marketed for, then it's not that easy to open, to be honest. Now I might have to move this a little bit closer. I have a mirror here. I'm gonna do a very thin line, as thin as I can do it. Right now I'm finding it's very easy though to apply the eyeliner. I'm not having to pull and tug on my eye. I'm not having to pull down my eyelashes to get the line really, to get the brush tip close to my eye. And right now, since this is pretty brand new, the product, it's easy to apply. Easy. I'm really not having to go back over any areas. You know how sometimes, like, I have the Fenty eyeliner. Okay, I hate to compare these two, but I have to compare them in a way. I have the Fenty eyeliner, and sometimes it doesn't, you know, you go over an area and then it picks up, the eyeliner picks itself up, or it doesn't completely go in the area that you place it. Like, I have to constantly go over my lash area just to get that area covered, because if I apply lashes, then it's like you can see where I've applied the lashes because there's a gap. You can see my skin in between the liner and, you know, where my eyelid is. I'm not having that problem with this. The product is going on very smoothly with little effort. But again, the cap is very hard to take off. Looks good to me. I like it. Alright, so I'm just gonna go in with my plain Falsies mascara. She didn't come out with a mascara in her line, so I feel like this look needs it. Now, if she could do a Perfect Strokes mascara, girl, you might get me on that one for real. You got me on all these other products, but you might get me on a mascara because I love mascara. Last but not least is the With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm, and I got it in the shade Support. I'm sure you can probably see this. But where is this made? Made in Korea. And now this was the product that was super easy to open. Like, I almost thought someone else used it when I bought it because it was just so easy to open. I didn't have to apply any excess amount of effort to open this lip balm, which I was pretty happy about. That kind of got me. I was like, oh, okay, she did market this for people with arthritis, because that just slipped out. But yeah, now that I analyze the eyeliner, maybe that could use some work too. But I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Now, I wanted to get the shade Thankful because it seemed a little bit more sheer, more wearable, like everywhere for me. Like, I could wear it to work, out at the grocery store. I mean, maybe not now, but you know, just out. And that's what I like. But kind of matches where I'm going with this look, but it's a little bit more brown. It's not as much purple. It's a lot more brown focused. So I did lick my lips just a little bit. I didn't apply any lip liner. And that is the first layer. Definitely feels like a lip balm. It smells good. Oh, here we go. got that very light vanilla scent. Let me see. Now, one thing I did notice yesterday when I applied this is the fact that when I rub my lips together like this, I'm not noticing any color transfer. You know, like if I rub my lips like this, like the product gathers on the outer rim of the lips because I rub them together, but I'm not noticing any shift of color or any shift of pigmentation. So it's still pretty even all over as far as the color goes. You know, I'm not noticing, I don't feel like I have to reapply in certain areas because I've rubbed my lips and I've lost the color payoff, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but this is the finished makeup look by Rare Beauty. These are all 5 products that I've used to achieve this look. Now as I check on the concealer, mainly in the center of my forehead, it is a little shiny, but it doesn't look oily. You know, it doesn't look like, ooh, I need to blot that in a few minutes, otherwise it's gonna go somewhere else. It looks like it's already set, and it has a little bit of luminosity to it. As far as the rest of the face goes, like the blush and the highlighter, they look like they've set pretty well. I don't notice anything, like my skin doesn't look oily. It looks really good. I was really happy with this line yesterday, and I'm still pretty happy with it today. So I feel like that's about it. Let me find my receipt and let me tell you the prices of each item. That way, if you want to purchase them, you can. Alright, so the liquid highlighter is $22. The lip balm is $16. I'm gonna wait till she's finished. The lip balm is $16. The blush is $20. The concealer is $19, and the liner is $19. So for me, this came up to $96 for 5 products. So I mean, it was a little bit of a splurge for me. I feel like, again, my job, I was just like, ugh, I got a bonus this week, so that was good. But at the same time, I was like, ugh, I want to feel dressed up again. I want to feel pretty, but not too, like, glam. So when I heard about it and it came out, I wanted to purchase it. I was excited about it. And I must say, I am not disappointed. So congratulations, Selena. Good job. And if you want to check out these products, you can. I'll go ahead and show them to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.